Alright, so haven't been recording in a while. However, I am here recording something different because, according to the creator of 14 Minesweeper variants, we have a new feature. This is in the beta, so it's not released yet. However, this is called Ultimate Mode. So as you can see, we're currently on Expert Mode, where guessing is neither required nor allowed. However, Ultimate Mode is different. It is quote-unquote the ultimate challenge. All revealed non-mines will initially show as question marks until it is impossible to proceed without guessing. Now you need to press the hint button and it will turn some question marks into clues. If you press the hint button when it is still possible to proceed without guessing, you will lose the perfect state of the level. So what this means is that, let's take a look at, an example 555 grid. So we will keep on playing, and whatever is revealed is question marks, right? And then, at this point, do we need to guess? And the answer is actually, yeah, we do need to guess. And therefore, we take a hint. And that converts this. Correct? Yeah, and then we solve it regularly. One of these are mines. This feels unguessable though. And the entire problem is that, do you know at what point in the puzzle would you know that there is no longer a solution, there is no longer a way to proceed without guessing? So like maybe there's something that you miss out. Essentially, here I think a good way to do this is to make sure you mark down everything and see how things can match up. For example, well, I think here that there is nothing. It's one of these mines and one of these mines, and then there's one mine in these three cells, but you can't guess what is what. So I think we take a hint here. Yes, alright, now this is very simple. And now we can't guess again because everything outside is, we don't know. Yeah, and there's like 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 9 cells here and one more here. So this 8 mines doesn't count, so we can take a hint. Or not really take a hint, but alright, and yeah, as you can see, we just completed the puzzle. And so essentially that's what this is about. Let's see if I can do this properly. Yeah, this is definitely gonna take a while. There's one of these are mines and one of these are mines. Nothing in the mine count. I guess the mine count is pretty important. One mine here, so this has to be empty. And there we go. Alright, I don't know how to feel about this one. I guess we could try it with some other puzzles. Yeah, you can see I've been doing a lot of work, but we will try a variant such as multiple. So, how do we start with this? I had to restart because the expert mode kind of didn't work. Also, apparently, there is a soft locked potential according to like there. If you activate ultimate mode and disable hints, you're essentially soft locked, right? Okay. Well, I can't disable hints, so I'm not disabling hints. So, this 6 and 3, what are some deductions we can make? The answer is none of these can be mines, because if either of these were mines, then there will only be one here, which will require 5 minimum, but you can't have 5 minimum, so these are non-mines. We also know that there must be at least 2 here. There could also be 3 here, and there would therefore have to be 3 or 4 here, right? Which means that this is always a mine. And it's either that one of these are mines or both of these are mines. I realize the color is pretty bad. I don't know if I should try and change the color a bit to, I think, a darker color. Like a darker green, right? Yeah, I think this color looks better. Anyway, from here on out, I don't think we can make any more deductions. This 3... Yeah, so let's take a hint. That converts these. This 1 is complete. This 2 means that there has to be at least 1 mine here, and also at least 1 mine here, but more importantly, at least 1 mine here. Right. So what does that mean for this 3? Does this mean I can do anything else? Well, I don't want to click the hint button until I'm absolutely sure that there's nothing. But at this point, I don't know if there's nothing or not. So, what if there was no mine here or here? Well, then this has to be a mine and this has to be a mine. Well, I guess more importantly, right? What if this was a mine? If this was a mine... No, what if this was not a mine? Then this and this would be mines to complete the 2. But then by the 3, then this has to be a mine, which is not possible. And therefore, I think that means that this has to be a mine. Okay, what else can I do? What if none of these are mines? Then this is a mine and then one of these are mines. I guess that's fine. Well, yeah, we don't know about it. What if there's a mine here then? If there's one mine here, then this can't be a mine. And we know that because of parity. If there's one mine here, that would make an odd number of mines. Therefore, you would need a remaining even number of mines. And this would happen, and then this would be the mine to complete the 2, which I think means that this is never a mine as well. So we know one of these are mines. And I think that concludes it. Yes, I think that should conclude all the possible deductions. If not, then I don't know. But let's see if we get to do this. We do. Okay, we survive. This one is complete. Can put mines here and here. This 3 is complete. This 2 actually is complete, allowing us to do that. And this 3 puts 3 inside here, so there's 3 here, which means in fact that there is one mine in here. However, we don't know where that mine is, and I don't think there's any other information that could tell us. There are 3 mines remaining, but a lot more cells to fill in. So I think this is a good time to take another pseudo hint. 3. Well, 3 is complete, so this is a mine. 2 mines remaining, 3 cells, so I think we have to take another hint. 3 forces this, and therefore this is a mine. Alright, it's not that bad, but I think one of the things that could happen is that, like just now, I had to force my way through all of this, right? Because as opposed to normal, like regular Minesweeper, I had like a bunch of different numbers which I can work on separately, but apparently not here. So this, I think this definitely needs a hint. 5 and 4. This 1 and this 4 pattern is pretty interesting because I didn't mean to do that. I misclicked. This 5 and this 4 means this is happening. This 1 and this 3, it's possible that there are no mines here, right? Either that... Well, yeah, this can't be empty, because if this was empty, then all 3 of these would be mines, breaking the 1, so this has to be a mine. This 5 sees 2 so far, so it needs to see 3. It's possible that this is empty, but it's also possible that this is filled, right? So I don't think we know. And then, yeah, I don't think we know anything from this here. I don't think we can deduce anything, you know, except maybe like, I don't know, what if this was a what if this was a mine and this is empty, and I guess this must be a mine now, right? I mean, otherwise, even if this was a mine, we still don't know what would happen. I think this is a good time to take a hint. Good, okay, nothing bad. This 3 must have this as a mine, and we know one of these are mine, so this is not a mine. Let's mark that in as one of these being a mine. At this point, I don't think we can make any more conclusions. Yeah. Another hint, please. 5 here. Well, there's one mine here that completes the 5, so these are that. And there is one mine here as well as one mine here. Again, not sure exactly what this means, because I don't think, I think we have to take another hint here. Cool. 3 here has 2, so I can only see one mine, meaning this has to be a mine. These are both empty. This 7 sees 5 so far, so you need to see 2 more. By parity, this is empty. Again, I don't see anything I can use, so I think this is another hint. I got it wrong. Is this 7 and this 4? Oh, I need to use mine count, huh? Right, because one of these are a mine and one of these are mines, so then there are 3 empty spaces left, and there are 5 remaining mines. Oh, wow, okay. That's the first time I get tripped up by it. Alright, and as per the rules, this immediately revokes your perfect. Dang, okay. Wow, this is really something. This is really something. Uh-huh. And yeah, and by this 7 and this 4, actually what they were trying to say is that we know there's exactly one mine here, we know there's exactly one mine here. That leave 3 spaces. And 5 minus 2 mines, which are already here, makes 3. So these are all mines. This 5 is complete, so this is a mine. And I guess we need to use this hint one more time. If we don't use this hint, I'll be very confused. But there we go, okay. Yeah, as you can see on a 5x5 board, this is already this is already some nonsense. Don't want to try this with every variant. Yeah, I want to try this with every variant, and then I want to try it with like an 8x8 board. I want to try it with like a hashtag or something. A hashtag 8x8. So what is a variant that could also be fun? Balanced, maybe? So we know that there are 2 mines per column. Sorry, 2 mines per row. We can do this. I don't think we can do anything else here, right? Yeah, alright, hint time. 4 implies... Ouch. 4 implies at least 1 mine here. Could be 2 mines here. Well, there is 1 mine here, we know that. This has to be a mine, because if this was empty, then there will be 3 mines here, which breaks. So this has to be a mine. And then, well, then there's 2 mines in these 3, so these are all empty as well. So I shall mark the 2 mines like so, even though it's not necessary. I think we do need a hint. Alright, 2 and 3. 2 and 3 means these are both non-mines, therefore these are both mines. Column C means this has to be a mine. There is 1 mine here, and therefore there is 1 mine here, and therefore there is 1 mine here. Okay. In general, I also believe that yes, alright, this must have a mine. And the answer is, because if it had no mines in it, then D and E columns will have a total of 3 mines, which is not possible. And therefore, to have 4 mines, you need an extra mine in this area. And that actually completes row 1, so that's a very hidden thing, which means these are both empty. What other deductions can we make? I don't see any right now. Yeah, I don't see any right now. I hope that this is all we can do, so we will take another hint. Good, good. This one means there can be only 1 mine here, so this has to be a mine. That completes this. And because there's only 1 here, this is empty and this is a mine. This is empty and this is a mine. What else is there? There's 1 mine here and there's 1 mine here, but we don't... well, we know about this too. This is empty. This is a mine, and therefore this is empty. So, wow, balance actually did not need a lot of hints. You could get a lot of information out of that. That's cool. That's really cool. I don't see anything wrong with this yet, but I think this is really gonna be a troll. This is really gonna be a troll. I'm sorry, my brain. Alright, so think about snake now. Oh, snake is funny because snakes have a lot of hidden subtleties in them. Like, most of the time they're not required, but by parity you can actually get a lot of like information that is quote unquote useless. At this point though, in ultimate mode we have to get them. This one means this has to be empty. But we don't know anything else, so I think we can take a hint there. These to both be empty. Right. The answer is that one of these are mines, but it has to grow out like this or like this. The problem is we don't know, therefore we will need a hint. 0 is very helpful. This is forced. Okay, we start with our first weird deduction. Can this be a mine? And the answer is, if this was a mine, then it would require 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is an odd number. I guess that's possible though, right? Wait, what? Yeah, it is possible. Because here's an even number of cells. This is one cell, which would make the entire thing odd, and we do have 8 cells left. So our snake could in fact look a little something like this, right? And that actually means that this can actually be a mine, apparently. The thing that cannot happen is that this cannot happen, because to build a snake here we require, you know, an odd number of mines, which we don't have. We have an even number. So I don't think we can make any deductions here, except maybe like, I don't know, because, you know, something like this is still possible. So no, I think we do need a hint. Good, we actually do need a hint. 3 over here is interesting. Now, because if this was a mine, then it would need to grow out. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 7 though, which still works. I guess one thing we do is this cannot be a non-mine, because then these 3 are mines, which isolates. And similarly, this can't be a non-mine, which means that these are both mines. If this was empty, now we use the snake property. And we figure out that this is an even number, and we have an odd number of cells left, which doesn't work. So it is actually not possible for this to be empty, and has to be a mine. So this has to be empty. And it has to grow out. And 3 snake is so forced because you can't actually, this is the shortest path between 2 mines and happens to fill exactly, so it has to happen. And therefore, that is our snake. Wow, we had to press the hint like twice. Or 3 times, but the first 2 were like, oh wow. Yeah, no, this is crazy. The snake variant requires so little hint because of its parity. Alright, that's cool. What is a funny looking variant? I don't want to do eyesight or partition just yet. Let's do negation, shall we? Let's see how stupid it gets. Alright. Oh, this is the entire thing, okay. 0 here and 1 here implies this has to be a mine. 0 here is that. 2 is either that these are both mines, or these are both mines. However, if this ever happened, that's not possible for the 0, because the 0 has 2 light squares and needs 2 dark squares to cancel out. So we know that. Oh, what? Oh, because it sees this. This 2 sees that. I'm not thinking. Alright. So this 2 over here. Yeah, it could see something like this. That's entirely possible. What else then? Negation, I guess, has a lot of weird stuff hidden in it as well. So this 0 can never be something like this, because this 1 is now broken. Well, it's not broken. No, it's not. Yeah, it's not broken. Alright. Cool. If this happened to be a mine, then this happens, which is still fine. It's still fine. Yeah, it's still fine. Alright, I don't think we can get any information out of this, so I shall use a hint. No, we can get information out of this. With whatever that is. Alright. Fine. So this 2 over here, we're looking at this and this pair. Meaning that this 2 over here, let's see how much this is. This has to be a positive 1 or a negative 1 at most. If it was a 0, I don't think it would help us a lot. But if there was a mine here, if this was the case, that would break. So, and then if this was the case, then this is 0. Oh, and then this would break, and then this 2 would break then, right? Yeah, this 2 would break. And then if this was the case, I guess it's possible. It's possible. You know, something like this. If, yeah, so it can't be a 1. We figured out that it cannot be a 1 and therefore must be a 0. And if it must be a 0, then this must be a negative 1. And this must be a positive 1. So this is possible now, apparently. Now this is 0. So this must be 0. I want to mark everything that has 0 in it with like a yellow line. This is a 0. This is a 0. I guess this 1 is super cool because... Oh, it's not. It has this empty cell, which we can't figure out yet. Do I need a hint here? I think I do. Thank you. This is a 0, so this has to be a 1. This 1 has 2 around it already, so it needs something like this. This 1 over here... Oh man, I don't like these big areas with like small numbers in them. Because it usually means that there is something, just I don't see it. It has a 0 around it so far, so it needs a 1. Let's say this was a mine. It would need a 0 here. It can't be a negative 2. Either, but if this was not a mine, then this must have a 1 value, which I don't think is discernible either, so I think we do actually need a hint here. No? Really? Really? Wow. What is it? If this was a mine, it still sees 1, right? But if this was empty, I guess. Oh, if this was empty, then by 5 cells, then these are all mines, which by default already breaks this 1, so we do use the remaining mine count. Wow, okay. That is something. That is really something right there. We did this. And I think we used a hint here. And then we did something like this. Yeah, and then this means that this can't be a mine. This has to be a mine. And if this was this, it's either that there are 2 mines around this, or there are 0 mines, but there cannot be 0 mines around it, because, you know, we have 4. So there are 2 mines around it. But if there are 2 mines around it, then the issue comes, which are the 2 mines? Let's then assume, well, I don't think it matters, does it? Wherever the 2 mines is, everything is satisfied. Yeah. No, just 2 is a 0, it's a 0. Wait, so this is empty, then this is empty. Then these are all mines. Otherwise, if this is a mine and this is a mine, and then one of these are mines, that makes 3. So one of these are mines? Alright, we don't know hint. Okay, wow, actually. So by this, I'm assuming it's 1 mine here and no mine here. And because 1 mine here with 4 remaining means these are all mines. What? Oh, I'm stupid. These are both mines. What the heck? How come I didn't see that? I think I need a hotkey for hints at this point in time. At this point in time, I'm gonna need a hotkey for hints. I'm gonna need a hotkey for hints. Dang, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna need a hotkey for hints. There's 2 remaining. Well, we know there's 1 mine here. So there's 1 mine here. This is a mine, this is empty. Oh wow, this is bad. Like, not bad as in I think I am bad. This beta, this thing is, yeah, this is a real doozy. Whew. You can't switch off expert mode. Wait a minute, you can normal mode, ultimate mode? Right, anyways, let's suffer through a couple more puzzles, like partition. Okay. 3 and 1, 1. Well, we know there's 1 here, so this has to be empty, firstly. This 3, there's only 1 here, so there has to be 2 here, which can only be done like so. This 3, well, yeah, okay, this can't be a mine. If it was, then these would all be empty. This 3 would therefore not have enough space to make 3 partitions, so this can't be a mine. I think that's all we can do right now, so let's do that. Alright, good. This is a mine. If this is a mine, then it connects to here. But then there has to be empty, empty mine. Also, this is forced actually. So if this was a mine, then it has to connect to here. And then this 3 is forced to do something like this, making this empty. On the other hand, if this is a mine, then this is here, forcing this to be the K. Oh, wait a minute. This looks a bit weird, right? Because at this point, I don't think you can make 3 partitions. Yeah, you can't make 3 partitions. This can't be a mine. If it was a mine, you just can't make 3 partitions around this. Yeah, so this one is empty and this is empty. Wow, alright. So this 3 you can't make 3 partitions in 4 cells, so this has to be a mine. Also to complete this one. This 3 has to split it up. So it's either that this is a mine and this is empty, or this is a mine and this is empty. I don't think we know. But do we? What does this do? Well, this could still be a mine or a non-mine. We don't know. So I think we do need a hint here. Thank you. This is forced. This is forced. Good question. I don't know. This could be empty. I think we still need a hint. There we go. Alright, now these must all be connected. And therefore this is not a mine. Alright, partition was definitely easier. Not sure if it was just because, you know, that's the nature of the variant, or if it was just because this one it happened to be easier by luck. But okay, there we go. We are gonna look at one final puzzle, and that's eyesight. Oh, and eyesight. Okay, this 1 over here is a giveaway. This 3 sees 1 already. I mean, this 5 can see a maximum of 3 here, so it must see a maximum of 2 more, means it has to be empty. I don't know what else we can do with this though. Right. Because it's possible that this is a mine if all of these were empty. That's possible. It's also possible that this is empty, so we don't know. I assume that we need this, but maybe we don't. We do, alright. 4 here sees a maximum of 3 here, meaning it must see... What? Wait a minute. This 5 can see a maximum of 4 here. No, it can see a maximum of... It can see a maximum of 3. Right? Meaning it must see at least... two more in here, which is a must. So it must see 2 more here, and it must see 3 here. After that, this 4 would see 1 here, therefore doing this. Even though one of these are mines. This 5 has a see 4, so this has to be empty. And then I think we need a clue, we need a hint. Okay, this 4 sees 4 here, so these are both mines. So this is empty. At this point we still don't know, so we do need a hint. 3 over here sees 3, so this has to be empty and this has to be a mine. Everything's blank, so we do need a hint. 6 over here means those are empty. We do need a hint. 4 over here, and wow, alright, 0 mines remaining, can complete. Weird, but I guess fair enough. If this was a mine, no idea. But this 5 can only see a maximum of 3 horizontally, so it must see a minimum of 2 more vertically, so this has to be empty. Yep, correct. I don't think we can do any more information, so hint. Good. 3. It sees 3. If it sees 3 vertically, this 5 must see 2 more, but in the process of seeing 2 more, this must be empty. This 3 is now complete. And now this 5 must in fact see 2 more here, which will complete this 3. So these are all empty as well. Oh right, it could see vertically. It has to see 3 vertically. It has to see 3 vertically. But these are both empty. Right, alright. So I think that's all. More. This has to be empty. Not enough. More. This has to be a mine, so this has to be empty, and this therefore means this is a mine. More. This 5 means this has to be empty, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we can't do anything else. More. 4. Well, 4 over here, we'll see 2 more here, so this has to be empty as well. More. Okay. 4, well, this 4 is just filled. More. 5 can be done like this. 4, this must be empty. This must be a mine. If this was empty, 4 would see like a lot. So this must be a mine. This must be empty. Wow, and we don't know. So another hint, please. And we can complete that and complete the puzzle. Is it just me, or does eyesight require a lot of hinting? I don't know. But I think eyesight needs a lot of hinting. Fair enough. However, this is 30 minutes of whatever this nonsense is. Okay, so should I go with my final thoughts on whatever ultimate mode is? I think this is really funny as a troll, because, you know, it's just such a stupid idea. I mean, it does give some puzzles a more puzzly feeling, as in, at this point, do you know that you're stuck? Right? Or like, how much information can you deduce? But on the other hand, it also forces you to be extremely precise with your solutions. Right? Because it forces you to squeeze everything out. And I guess at some point, if you're playing ultimate mode, then you will you will at some point get very frustrated, because there's always gonna be something that you miss out. Like it's a guarantee that you miss out something at some point. However, I like this because extra challenge means extra funny, extra content, more speed runability, and you know what I mean. However, what does normal mode ultimate mode do? So I want to do this first. So here, let's see if I can quickly just do something like this. This 3 and this 2 are very suspicious. The more numbers you have, the more suspicious it becomes. Here, I don't think you can do any more. Hint. Alright, 1 and 2 means that this has to be a mine. Alright, so now easy mode. Can this be a mine? Oh, I can. Wow, alright. So easy mode does still allow you to guess. Even with ultimate mode on, easy mode still lets you guess. That's cool. I will not be grabbing ultimate mode right now, actually. From this point on, I want to continue playing like normally. Ultimate mode is something that we might definitely look back at. Maybe do some challenging like puzzles with it. But wow, yeah. I won't say it's a bad addition. I won't say it's a, you know, extremely game-changing addition as well. But it's there. It does something. See ya.